everybody, it's Alison again, and this is my channel at Pilates Leeds. And this month I want to revisit an exercise I've done before actually, and it's the cat stretch. Now, cat stretch is an incredibly useful exercise. It's commonly prescribed by physiotherapists and it crops up in Pilates, in yoga and in general exercise. It is phenomenal. It is one of the best ways that we have for getting the spine moving in forward bending and back bending. So it's helpful and it's ubiquitous almost, but it doesn't make it obvious. So here's some tips for you to get the best out of your cat stretch. So first of all, shall I demonstrate it? So here we go. Here is the cat, the up cat and the down cat. So, setup. You want your hands underneath your shoulders, knees slightly apart. They're under your pelvis, but that is harder to detect on yourself. If you can't weight bear through your hands, then cat works using a desk or it works on your elbows as well. So, that's your setup. So the next thing, I would say use your pelvis to drive the movement. So the pelvis turns and you go into your up cat, and the pelvis turns and you're going into your down cat. You might sense it better in your body if you think about the tailbone as the thing that initiates the movement. After all, the tailbone is part of the spine and the pelvis isn't. For most people, the awkward part of this exercise is the down cat. So when you're doing your down cat, beware that you don't confuse elbow bending for movement of the spine. That's a sneaky one, so keep your arms straight. And the other thing is a tendency to do that with the shoulders. Can you see I'm elevating my shoulders? The shoulders do move in this exercise. They widen and they narrow as you do your cat stretch. So shoulder blades widen, up cat, shoulder blades roll together, down cat. They absolutely move, but keep them away from your ears. Okay, so that's then a couple of pointers for down cat, and here's another one. Once you get into the full end range of the down cat, as much as you can manage. Okay, try this one, it works brilliantly. The heel of your hand, imagine you're going to drag it to your knees. You're not, it's as if you drag it to your heels, and that can generate some really valuable, much needed movement in your mid-back. For most of us, the up cat is actually easier, but it's very, very easy to sort of do a big hump of upper back. There's almost give that an inch and it'll take a mile. So you want to be mindful almost of not going into the end range. So when you're doing your up cat, think about a lovely even rainbow and emphasize this when you're coming into up cat and not the upper back. So emphasize the lower back curve in your up cat. Couple of things to finish. The first is the head. Now there's two things about the head. The first is it's jolly confusing, but the head confusingly is in the opposite direction to the rest of the spine. So tailbone and head work together, tailbone and head. So that just takes some thinking about. So do bear that in mind, this opposite direction. The other thing about the head, it's really easy to over move it, and then you think you're doing more movement than you are because you can feel it and see it. So the head and neck are part of this, but they're only part. You want the movement in the rest of the spine. So again, takes practice, but do bear that in mind. The final thing is the breathing. Oh yes, the breathing. If you can manage to sort of shoehorn a little bit more into your cat stretch, then the ideal would be to breathe out as you up cat and breathe in as you down cat. I think you can allow that to sort of break down a little bit, because you wouldn't want to have to go really fast with your cat in order to kind of make the breathing coordinate. So bear that in mind, that yes, you can sort of have the opposite breathing and it'll still kind of work. But the ideal is out breath on the round, in breath on the back bend. I think that's everything I've got for you today. So I hope that is helpful and cheerio. Hi there. I do hope you found this clip useful. We've got plenty more on the site, and for now I've suggested another one for you to watch. If you want to know more about what we do in Leeds, then do visit the website at pilates-leeds.com, and right now you can subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we can do this all again next month. Cheerio!